think that was the worst one because I definitely cried a lot. And I started screaming at you.
Did you?
I was really cross.
Mister, I've never made her cry on
Well,
camera.
and that's what I'm saying, like, on camera.
Yeah, but all of those pranks cut right as she goes to cry. So it's like...
Yeah.
Tilly cut her thumb open. Tilly, how did you cut your thumb open? The anticipation.
I didn't know. It just happened.
Well, then.
Is my knee going to be in the way of my face? Do you want me to move it?
Yeah.
Move your knee, boy.
Move that knee.
Okay.
All right, don't sound so upset. Have you had a bad day at school, have you?
No, I actually had a pretty good day.
Oh, what'd you do?
Like what lessons?
Well, why was it good?
Oh,
Skip
I
the
had
crap.
all right lessons. I had life, but I don't like life. PSHERE. Life stands for learning, identity,
Is epic.
Learning is fucking
Faith.
epic.
and ethnicity.
Oh yeah, glad you said that.
What?
Faith and ethnicity. You changed it to epic.
Well, yeah, I think
I think I could be wrong.
those two things are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But I don't like the subject. I like the teacher. And then I had IT, which was fine. I'm not very good at IT, but I like the teacher. And then we got set homework though, because we only have it once every 2 weeks now, whereas last year and in year 7 we had it once every week, if that makes sense.
Tilly, what day is today?
And then third period I had maths and had a really good teacher. I don't like maths, and for some reason it gives me a really bad headache, but I love the teacher because she's my tutor. And I have another teacher as well, twice a fortnight, and then she's really nice as well. And then I had science, and we got a new seating plan. But so last lesson, he was like, "I'm gonna give you a piece of paper." No. This actually made me so angry.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna give you a piece of paper because none of us like the seating plan." He said, "You can write down 2 of your friends." So I said, "Well, I'll just add an extra person." And he was like, "Well, when you write down 2, I'm going to put you next to one and then really far away from the other one." So I wrote down 3 anyway, because some people wrote down 6.
Wait, the teacher said that. That's kind of funny. I actually respect that.
And then I get in, and me and this other girl who I am friends with, but I don't think we happened to put each other down, but we weren't near any of the people we put down at all. And so we were really confused.
Yeah.
And we were like, but you literally said, you've done the opposite of what you said.
Are you on individual tables or something? Like 2 people per table?
It's 4s.
Oh, right. Okay.
But so I was sat all the way at the back as well, like really far away from everyone I put down. Like one of the people was at the front.
Yeah.
Like I was like on the opposite side of the room to them.
Fantastic.
And he was like, if you want to come like talk to me at lunch, not now. And I was like, okay then. So then the girl...
Sorry, we did not have that luxury. We were told you will sit there and you'll be pleased about it. And that was it. Like, end of story.
I can't wait for her to come onto one of these and just say, someone brought a knife in today. And I'll be like, locked in. I want to hear that story, not where you sat.
Anyway, me and...
Oh
my,
sure you're going to keep telling that story.
just quickly. Me and the other girl... No, because it has a happy ending. Me and the other girl who weren't near any of our friends, I had a spare seat next to me at the back, and because she was like saying that she wasn't gonna sit there, he was like, "Okay, just sit at the back," and I was like, "Just come here," and so she sat next to me, and it was really funny.
Yay! Right.
I'd have preferred it had a sad ending, to be honest. So, I'd like to say as well, we get a lot of crap right for either not letting Tilly talk or telling her she's really boring, but like...
There's good reason.
Yeah. That wasn't going to end it that quickly. No, you are very interesting. It's just sometimes, obviously, because your world is so like, you know,
See,
school
I'm just going to talk
home.
over the top of him and then ignore him and then laugh when he's done and tell him he's boring.
Fine.
Who,
Max?
Harvey? Me.
Yeah, you.
Do you know what day it is today?
Ha 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 ha! You're so boring. Move on. Next.
Oh god, it's Wednesday, isn't it?
It's Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
the
are we
date?
still on this? Oh my gosh.
No, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. You can't. I thought that might be where he was going. Well, you can't.
Yes, I can. Tills, what's the date?
No.
You're joking. Who's got a power drill?
It's probably the only thing that's going to save us right now.
No, we don't need to bring that up.
What?
She knows as well.
Oh, so you do know what it is?
Yes.
See, that was going to be my angle, right? Because I didn't know whether you were going to be too young or just brain dead to
You know we've been there to see the towers.
No, we haven't.
No, we didn't see him.
The remainder of the
It's
the
it's almost like
waterfall.
less than a remainder. It's like a
The-
minus. Like there's
the water.
they dug a waterfall.
the water of the towers.
It's a very sad event. However, I feel it's not as much celebrated
It's never been celebrated I
over
don't
in
think.
the UK.
It's never been celebrated.
But do your friends ever talk about that type of thing? What's their standpoint? Is it like, do they try and make comedy out of it, or
Maybe. Not my friends, people in my school.
yeah? Which obviously it's not that you want this cut, don't you?
I can't see it going in.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I wasn't gonna answer that, but then when he said they make comedy out of it, I feel like that can't be
I
a
like
thing.
every time you like bring something and you're like, yeah, guys, don't worry, I've got something
This is
this
the
week.
one.
And then
This is it.
yeah, but it's not like because either you need to establish. So I
feel
don't
like
know
we
how
should-
to approach this because we've not been media trained for it.
I feel like we should be asking Max before. Like, I feel like we need to check you.
We need to monitor everything you do, or you need to at least run it by one other person. Because I know if he knew that was what the topic was, he'd have said something to me and gone, "I don't think Max has got a very good topic today."
So, how much of this, right, is staying in? Is it, are we going to cut and you guys saying that I've had a shit topic and then we can move? Because I've got another thing. If you want me to move on to another thing.
Should we just
monitor.
quickly ask what that thing is before you start?
Yeah, can we check this one as well? What's it about?
Knew it. We should definitely check.
Tills, have you been following the presidential election?
In America? No. And I don't plan on it, so please don't tell me anything.
Oh, it's quality. They're a mess.
Well, no, Kamala Harris seems to be doing all right.
Who?
Like, Kamala Harris is who replaced Joe
See-
Biden.
See, I don't know, you know.
Camilla?
Kamala. Kamala? Kamala?
Kamala Harris. I think I don't know. I don't know. I
think it's
either.
Kamala Harris. Anyway,
I think
her
I think. Do you know what? I think the best option for America as a Brit on the outside, they should all split into their own states and just go ham.
no.
Just do their own
No, that's a
thing
horrible idea.
in their own states.
No.
No, but I genuinely think a lot more Americans will be happier with that because then they just have their own rules and they can move to the places where they feel more comfortable because they're so strong-minded about certain things and they clearly can't come to some sort of happy medium that they do need that sort of level of.
I will agree that it is such a big place to come to one conclusion. That's problematic. I mean, with the UK, we barely get it right, and there's only 50 million of us, or 60 million of us, or whatever.
Yeah, it's probably more than that now.
But-
It's probably close to 70.
But with the US having what, like 200 and something million, or is it 300 and something million?
I think
now?
it's
It probably is.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people to all agree.
What do you reckon, Tills? How do you reckon they should tackle their democratic system?
Don't care.
Thank
Awesome.
you, Tilly.
Thought you had life today.
Not my problem.
Now that's very true. It's not your problem. But is America not somewhere you'd potentially want to go to in the future to, you know, experience certain things and maybe work or live or whatever?
Was that a yawn? She's chewing.
What you chewing over there, boy?
I'm eating the mic.
I mean, I guess it's better than both the things that Max has brought to the podcast, and I will actually stand by that. Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
No, fair enough. I mean, I really did think that just for once we might be able to lean on you for this episode, but I'm clearly going to have to come up with something now that is
I've
just...
got something.
I'll brainstorm.
Okay.
And it's about hair.
Oh.
My hair.
Oh.
Look at it.
Don't tell me that's it.
Oi.
We can't.
No.
This prick put socks in her hair the other day.
I saw that.
Slept in them, and nothing happened.
Yeah.
It
Bro
did.
slept
It
in
did.
socks for no reason.
You know that can sound really normal. Like
Well,
people sleep in socks.
No, that's not
In your
normal.
hair, though.
Sorry, sleeping it with your socks on is not normal.
But something did happen, just the wrong thing.
Rewind. Do you sleep in socks?
No.
Do you sleep in socks?
No.
Okay, so we're all in agreement then.
I
that's
start with
weird.
them on and I kick them off.
What, like you just go bat and it flies
No,
off?
you
I can
don't-
see it as well.
you-
It's that really lazy struggle of like trying to
just
flick it
getting
off
the
with your
toe
toes.
in
Like,
the-
oh, there you go.
the
And then
neck of
flick
the
'em
sock
at
and
the
then
door,
just-
just towards the door, and you'll worry
Yeah,
about
like
that in
that.
the morning.
Hold on, let me get my sock back on.
Yeah, please do. Yes.
You've got massive feet.
Shut up! I don't.
Yes, you do. Look, but to be fair, so have I. But the fact that you're like that close to
probably
my
shouldn't do
foot size already, because I've got
I'm
abnormally
not.
large feet.
I'm not even
Yeah,
half.
but even my friends that are my age, their feet are like half the size of my foot.
This whole thing was just an
Mine
excuse for Max to
is.
get the fact that he has friends in.
She
you're-
brought it up. She brought up the hair. Which
You
led
said
me
she's
to
got
the I
massive
did
feet.
say she's got massive feet. To be fair,
If you're
but-
talking about Izzy, Izzy's shorter than me anyway.
is she?
It makes
Is
makes
she actually?
yeah.
That's funny.
It makes perfect sense that her feet are smaller than mine. That's
Mm.
obviously who you're talking about.
So anyway, you put socks in your hair.
Anyway, I'm very proud of myself because ever since Max broke my arm, I've been struggling with Dutch because before that I'd been practicing Dutch
Hang on.
plats.
A goddamn minute. Ever since Max broke my arm 3 years ago.
What's
by
wrong
the
with
way,
your
I've
mobility?
been struggling with what Dutch plats
Yeah, because
of your broken arm.
because
Gross.
I was starting with them and I'd been doing them and they looked really bad. I'm not gonna lie. But then after you broke my arm, I just kind of gave up. I thought, well, I've got a broken arm. I can't do anything.
Oh, so it's
with
not because
this.
now you can't reach them.
No.
I thought you were saying that because you broke your arm, you've got like less ability to, I don't know, get back there. Like, I don't really understand that. So your arm's fine.
Yeah.
It moves and works the same as it did before.
Mostly.
Okay. But you just can't be bothered to try and learn. What
I
was it?
couldn't. Look at this.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have done it.
Yeah.
Well done.
So I'm very proud of myself and I just want to know how other people, like if other people can be bothered to do them, like
Who's going to answer that?
I
for
can't
you?
be bothered.
people in the comments.
Oh, okay. Good.
Like what, or like I want to start now that I know I can like kind of do these, and then they might not look amazing. They look pretty good on the weekend though. You can't deny.
You should do a new like weekly TikTok thing where you try out a new hairstyle or something and see how it
Yes,
goes at the end.
but
Mm.
I am not that great with hair, so I'd end up
That's fine.
in a frustration of crying.
It's real. It's gritty. It's honest. It's like
Cry on
people
camera.
seeing the real Tilly.
I always no because the search bar for like every video, whether it's an edit
Max
or
and Harvey
or
making
you
Tilly
guys,
cry.
yeah, or no, just Max and Harvey and Tilly crying. As if
Yeah,
we're all
yeah,
crying though.
No, but,
But then it's
it
me
genuinely,
crying at
can I
Max's
just say,
hair.
it really should be Max making Tilly cry because I don't believe I have ever made you cry on camera or on a live stream. Someone find that if I have, but I'm
On live
almost certain
stream,
I
no, but I
haven't.
think on camera
Maybe
once or twice.
there was
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
actually,
when
there
she
was
was
that one
younger,
time.
definitely.
I saw this video the other day, and me and Dobby were both cackling. Well, I was cackling. Dobby was just found it funny. But you eating the Oreo with the toothpaste in it.
that was good.
It is the funniest video.
It's the-
Because it's a combination of the fact that
I
as
don't
I'm
remember
handing it
this.
over, I couldn't bear to make eye contact with you, so I was just sort of
Doing a little
dancing
dance, and then you
because
lay it out
I
in front of
knew
her.
that if I
remember the
made eye contact, I would have broken and it just wouldn't have worked. So I had to sort of look away from you while you were
I don't
taking
remember
it.
this.
You don't remember?
It's toothpaste and an Oreo.
Oh, I remember you giving me the box after though, because you felt so bad.
I'm sure I could find
you gave
it.
you
if
gave
wanna...
me you gave me the rest
we
of
could-
the box after.
Right, should we live react to this video? Because
Yeah.
you don't remember it at all.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
I just remember you giving me the box after, or was it you? Someone gave me a box of Oreos.
I-
For something they
I don't know,
did.
yeah, it was
Is that,
just
no, like a packet, like the peeling packet.
Okay, look, you ready?
So we're doing the Oreo toothpaste challenge. Just gonna put some of this in here. Oh no.
That's a lot of toothpaste as well. Look at you, you're so little. Still got massive feet though.
You sort of bob off as well.
You know what?
She's like, oh, as you ran away. Yeah, you sort of bobbed off like really happy that you got an Oreo.
She hopped onto your vibe.
Yeah, I think you were matching my energy of like, oh, he's dancing, is he?
Quickly turned sour.
Yeah, so and see, this is the thing. Like at the time, obviously, you were pretty devastated, but now you can look back on it and go, "Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny."
It was mainly because of the dance.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped. And I turned around and I looked around the room. And I just went,
Well, you saw him recording and went, right, something is up. Because there's no way he's just filming me eating Oreo. That actually makes me think.
your dancing though as well was so like, it just wasn't right. It
Yeah.
reminds me, there's this video. Oh, and it makes me like, you know those videos where you can keep watching it and you just laugh harder every time you watch it?
Yeah.
And there's this video of this boy dancing with this little girl, and I think he's about 8 or 9, and she's about 3 or 4. And he's dancing with her like this, and she's on his feet, if that makes sense. So they're like dancing like that. And this other girl comes over and pushes her off and goes to grab his arms to dance, and he goes, and just goes away and starts dancing.
I think I have seen
himself.
this video actually. Yeah, it's quite
I've
good.
not seen it. No.
I was going to ask you, back on the Oreo prank thing. Over the years, you have been pranked quite a considerable amount of times. Probably
During 2020, like, it was uncountable.
Lockdown was rough for you.
that was a brutal time. Yeah. Which one's your least favorite?
Can you even remember them all?
My least favorite is. It's definitely one you did.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was mostly me.
It was mostly
So
Harvey.
if he was ever
I
involved,
don't know
it
if
was.
we ever said this, but it got to the point where Harvey had to start telling me that he was going to prank me because otherwise I just didn't do any video with him.
Yeah. So we would still never fake it. Because that was,
Yeah.
you know, I never wanted it to be like and in fact, even then, when you say that, I don't think we did that many times.
Oh,
I
no,
think
you only did it twice.
It was, yeah, it was.
I remember one time it was like this like whipped cream or something. But then,
it was the one where you had to guess what was under the cup or something, or was that right? Or
but I remember there was one time where it was like a whipped cream one, and we were going to do something with whipped cream, but then you lied to me about it. So then I ended up with the whipped cream on my face.
did I tell you something else was going to
remember.
happen? Yeah.
And that's what he used to do because we had an agreement, and he used to start faking what he was
And
going
you
to do.
still manipulated even worse.
Yeah, so and that was the thing. I was adamant about not faking a prank, so I would tell her that one thing was going to happen and actually another thing would happen. So at least she was ready for a prank in some way, whether or not it was meant to be on her. That my favorite one, personally, that I think did quite well as well, was when we told her that we were going to do the ice bucket challenge.
No, and you put it on me.
Both poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably my worst one.
Yeah, you were pretty miffed.
It was just like, I don't know how long it takes for someone who's just had a bunch of ice water poured on them to then realise that it hasn't happened to anyone else.
It took me a
But,
while.
Yeah, because even then you sort of turned around and didn't quite realise at first. And I had to kind of go, I was like, oh, I'm not wet.
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh, okay. But you can't think of any others that particularly upset you. I can't remember.
I think that was the worst one because I definitely cried a lot, and I started screaming at you.
Did you?
I was really cross.
Mister, I've never made her cry on
Well,
camera.
and that's what I'm saying. Like on camera.
Yeah, but all of those pranks cut right as she goes to cry. So it's like
Yeah.
pretty much every prank as well.
Yeah.
So I think you've actually probably got a higher tally
There
than me.
was
Mine
one
are just
thing.
more
There
recent.
was one thing that wasn't a prank, but it still gets under my skin when I watch it. And it was this. I think it was matches or something, and you like make it this shape, and then
This was a video.
you had told Leo how to do it. So when I couldn't figure it out, and Leo came over and did it in 2 steps, he was like, "See, it wasn't that hard." You know, it's like the one where it's like a shape that's like this.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah. That was a video.
Yeah.
That sounds really
saw it the
boring.
other
How
day.
old was that?
I got so mad that I couldn't do it. You were like, "Should we let Leo have a go?" No, I can do it.
How old were you though?
I was 8, 7.
So yeah, good few years ago. Because I'm like that would not pass nowadays. Even in lockdown, we were a little bit more creative than that. But yeah, like obviously, sorry or whatever. But equally, if
whatever.
if you guys had got me back, especially in like lockdown and stuff where stuff didn't matter as
I
much.
was 8, 9.
Yeah, but you had help. Like people would have
From
helped you.
who?
I don't know, Sarah, Paul,
She would have
Max,
told
even.
you. She would have been like, "Oh, there's a surprise coming to
every-
you."
Everyone.
I would say Tilly makes a good point in the sense that an 8-year-old isn't really scheming on like how to get her
I
older
get that
brother back.
she's not well equipped to like put something together, but I just think I am to a certain degree prankable. I think I would see a lot coming. To be fair, like it is quite.
Did you
hard to get
mean
things past
prankable
me.
or punchable?
Well,
Yeah.
both probably, but I'm just saying I'm not always alert, like switched on. Like again, I'm setting myself up here now for you guys to do something, but I would know if like something obvious was coming.
People would keep commenting like, "Oh, get him back. You gotta get him back." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get him back." And I
Did
never
that keep you going?
I'm pretty sure there was one time I walked downstairs. I literally had like a bunch of talcum powder.
Oh
in
my
hand.
God, that really annoyed me.
Harvey opened a door and I just slapped him in the face.
So this annoyed me, right? Because I literally said to him, I was like,
prank.
I was like, Max, that's not a prank. You've just hit me. Like, I get it. Like, obviously, those things work in videos, but a lot of the time they're either staged so the person knows about it, or you're on Jackass so you know something like that's gonna happen.
I found it
I'm
funny.
like, Max, I've just walked downstairs and you've just smacked me in the face.
Did you?
I don't
even film it?
find that like.
Oh, I need to see it.
Yeah, it's somewhere, and I think I was wearing a shirt that I quite liked as well, and I was just a bit annoyed about
yeah,
it.
he was quite pissed, but it was worth
But
it.
again, it's like it's funny to a certain extent. I just thought the lack of creativity kind of annoyed me more than anything
It was
else.
so bad. I was upstairs going, "What am I doing?" Just pouring talcum powder into my hand. I was like, "This will get him."
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to see that video now.
Yeah,
is.
it happened. But yeah, I mean, if you were gonna do a prank or if you were gonna scheme against someone else, have you got anything off the top of your head that you'd do?
No.
Or?
Oh, the only thing I can think of is
Acid. No.
is
Sorry.
you know that one prank where like
That.
people keep pouring shampoo,
Yes, I do enjoy
but
that
like
one.
ours is clear.
You mean the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the usual thing is that someone's like behind a wall or something, so
Yeah.
they keep just like doing it from usually quite far away as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So that people don't see them.
Or if you've got someone who quite obviously. There's those showers where you're like showering next to each other at like a swimming pool or something. You could, in theory, get someone like that where you're stood
True.
next to them, and every time they sort of close their eyes to wash their hair,
Yeah.
you then just put it on
Yeah, I
their
think
head.
that has been a thing.
Yeah. But again, a lot of those are usually set up as well. Like there's
Yeah.
less and less.
People know
honest
that they're
pranks.
being filmed when they're washing.
Have you seen that couple where they it's usually the guy that gets the woman and he always like sets off a confetti cannon
Oh, and
after the
shoot
prank?
something.
Yes.
Recently I saw one where a balloon she like threw a football through the doorway and a balloon dropped and she was like, not today, like she caught it or whatever, and then she walks through another hallway and then a balloon drops on her head. But the first balloon, you see it the whole time, right? She throws the football through the doorway and the balloon just drops. I do not understand what is making that happen.
What, the balloon drop?
Because there's nothing connected to the balloon that's like on the ceiling. Do you know what I mean? It's really strange. You'd probably have to see it to understand what I'm talking about. But like, there is nothing.
Have you seen the one that they did where
Hmm.
the guy catches a balloon with shaving foam on it and then throws it to her on like the sofa and then it explodes all over her in the blanket?
Oh, I've seen the one of the young boy where he's like trying to pop balloons with his head or whatever, and he's got like a pin on his head, and his like dad's sort of throwing balloons, obviously floating them towards him, and he's trying to hit them with his head, and then he throws one full of shaving foam, and it just goes all over his face.
I like
It's
the ones
so good.
where it's always like a foreign country and they're chucking stuff again, sort of like that you could header like a football, and then they're just throwing a melon.
Oh,
Takes them
God.
out.
Yeah, that again is
I
like
like those ones.
talk
That's
about pranks
bad.
without collateral damage. That's quite a lot. I mean, you're not. And there's the thing. My thing is always like, so long as with a prank, the sort of outcome of it doesn't last any more than like 5 to 10 minutes. If it's more permanent than that, like a concussion or like something that actually really does affect someone, it's less funny, I think, for all people involved.
Yeah, like breaking their arm.
Yeah, like breaking their arm.
That wasn't even a prank. I had no intention of pranking you there. I was like, this will be cool if we do it right. We didn't do it.
I mean, it
right.
really wouldn't have been. The end goal of whatever you were doing wasn't even that impressive.
I just kind of wanted to launch you, to be fair, and you
Yeah,
were up for it.
whenever someone goes, "How did your brother break your arm?" He threw me.
On that, Tills, when can we get you in a helmet and smack you?
No.
I want to do that on a live
What
stream.
age
Harvey
is like?
said, "Oh yeah, they'll just ban you for that if they see me in the helmet."
Yeah, I feel like they wouldn't be.
And
thrilled.
people would 100% report that. Imagine you're scrolling and you see a teenager being hit by.
I do kind of agree. Like it's
your
hard to get
age.
past because obviously for us, sitting chatting about it and explaining it now, like anyone who's watching it as well knows it's just siblings being siblings. But for someone who comes across it and doesn't know that we're not just using her for like views and money, which we kind of are, but like. Sorry, that was a joke. Didn't come across as well. But no, my point being is that doing something like that would be very much like not advised and not come across well if you don't know our relationship and you don't know how we know each other even.
So what you're saying is we can't do that. What if we hire a bunch of other 13-year-olds
and get them
and,
to hit her?
and then you guys all do the helmet game?
No, I'm alright, thanks.
Damn it.
I don't know where he was going with that. Was that it?
That was pretty much it.
Can we like throw things at you?
Huh?
I don't
No?
know.
Just thinking content-wise.
No.
What can we do to shake you up a little?
Leave me alone a little.
Fair.
Yeah.
Valid.
We could put her on Fear Factor.
That's not a thing anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, probably not. Joe Rogan used to do that.
In what sense?
I think he hosted it.
God, this is boring.
This is
now.
boring, isn't it? But that's fine. We'll wrap up this episode. So you're cracking on with all your school stuff and you're enjoying your seating plans. I'm glad we got that exciting topic covered.
Yeah.
And then who knows? Maybe one day you'll get me back with a prank.
Who knows?
Probably not. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everyone. And leave a comment. Maybe suggest a prank that Tilly could try on us.
Well, then you'll see all of them, though.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I will see all
Gotta
of
start
them.
thinking for yourself, my dude.
Brainstorming.
All in here.
Also, don't prank me because I'll just be annoyed.
You'll feel how I felt the last.
Yeah, man. Smoked me. Anyway, bye. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Every like and subscribe contributes to a kick that Tilly gets to do to Max. Tilly's going to kick Max every single like we get on this podcast. Every time you guys like it, she'll kick him again. I promise. Trust me.
Ow.